Hello, everyone. My name is Mary, and today I have a tarot and oracle card message for the new moon that is happening at 12:12 a.m. on April 20th, and that is Eastern Time, and 4:12 a.m. UTC time. And there is a solar eclipse, a hybrid solar eclipse happening at that same time. So, a pretty exciting new moon eclipse going on. Unfortunately, the eclipse is not visible from where I am, but if it's visible where you are, take a look. So today I connected with Archangel Michael for this message, and Michael did not give me any word or phrase or anything to start with, but I have some cards here ready to go, so let's see what the message is. I'm feeling the energy of Archangel Michael pretty beautifully flowing through us, flowing through the world, and really wanting to create things and make things happen. So let's see what the story is, because that's what this is we're going to tell a story about what this new moon and solar eclipse could possibly be about for you. So let's start with the tarot cards. Ooh, we've got the Five of Cups. Oh, there we go. The Knight of Cups. Oh, I'm feeling Michael's energy there. The King of Swords. Yes. All of this is these two here very much remind me of Archangel Michael. Page of Pentacles. And Ace of Wands. Lovely. All right, so what is the story, Michael, that you want to tell with these? So the phrase that I got is blast through. Blast through. Michael wants to blast through all of your disappointments, everything that has stopped you on your journey, everything that has made you go, you know what, maybe I can't have that goal that I want, or maybe I should give up on this this path that I'm on. It's too hard. Michael wants to blast through. That is what I'm getting. He's very strongly wanting to say you have the heart to continue on your journey. That is what the Knight of Cups is all about. So this here card, the Five of Cups, is a story in and of itself. So we have here a figure who is sad, who has experienced a loss or disappointment, an obstacle. Something's happened there to sort of block his way, and he is looking at these cups spilled. Now, the rest of the scene tells the rest of the story, because he over here is a little, oh, can you see that? It's like a castle. And that is his objective. His objective is to have, to go to this castle, and therein lies his dream, his heart's desire. And there's a river that's stopping him. And that river can sometimes, symbolize internal hang-ups, subconscious blocks, that sort of thing. There is a river, there is a bridge over this river, but he's not looking at that bridge. He's looking at what he's lost. He's looking at his disappointment. There are two cups still standing. He can cross that bridge and get to his destination, but right now he's upset. He's very disappointed. And so Archangel Michael acknowledges that you or me and all of us have possibly been through some disappointments. Maybe we've given up on something. Maybe there's a dream or a goal or something that you've wanted to achieve that you just put on the back burner and you didn't want to achieve it. You maybe didn't feel ready. You maybe didn't feel confident in it. But Archangel Michael is ready to blast through those blockages, to blast through that emotional stop. Like, definitely, feel your feelings. But, there comes a point where you've got to just say, you know what? I'm okay and I'm going to keep going. That's what the Knight of Cups is doing. He's ready to keep going. He's not, full gallop, all right? He's going carefully. He's treading carefully because he knows he's been hurt in the past, but he's going to move forward. But you know who's going to move forward the most strongly, who's ready to take action and, make decisive action, is this guy here, the King of Swords. The King of Swords is like, yup, let's do this. I'm ready to do this. But more than that, the King of Swords knows what to do. He knows how to get these things accomplished in his life. He knows how to blast through. He's not alone either. The Archangel Michael wants us to know that the King of Swords is not alone. He has teams of people to get things done, but he is the authority. He is the final word. He has the final say about what's going to happen and when. And Michael is saying, I'm with you. I'm on your team. I'm one of the knights standing at the ready. Like, I'm seeing Archangel Michael like down on one knee with his sword, ready to listen to your command, ready to help you overcome your obstacles, just ready for the marching orders. Like, Archangel Michael's like, let's overcome. Let's build your kingdom. Let's make you into the best version of yourself that we can. I'm ready to help you overcome your obstacles. You just have to call upon him. You just have to call upon divine angelic help. Sometimes it takes stopping for a moment and saying, and reassessing, which is what I'm getting from the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is someone who's, looking at the world brand new, like who's, maybe playing a new game, or who's entered into some new job or new physical surroundings, or someone who's seeing things brand new, maybe like, I think I've used this metaphor before, but let's say you bought a house and you bought the house in maybe the winter time, and then spring comes. It's like the house is almost brand new because all the flowers that you didn't know, all the plants you didn't know were there, suddenly start sprouting up. And it's like, wow, this is brand new. Everything around me is somewhat new, and I'm ready to see it. So I think you're supposed to see your world. We are supposed to see our world brand new. There is something brand new for you. It's up to you to see it. And once you see that, it fires up your soul. Your soul gets fired up. Ace of Wands. Your soul is like, the flames start rising in your soul, and you're ready to do it. But you have to overcome this pain. Yeah. This guy had 5 cups and 3 of them tipped over. Maybe that was like, Holy Grail level kind of wine, like maybe that was super important to him. What was in those cups was super important to him. Maybe he had placed a lot of hope in those cups, a lot of his heart in those cups, and the spillage is painful to him. Yes, I acknowledge that. Archangel Michael acknowledges that. Yes, you've lost something, but we're not here to just stop the journey. Yes, we're here to feel. We do have to feel, and that's why you have 2 cards here that are cup cards, because Archangel Michael, I think, is acknowledging that you have to, your heart is kind of really important to this journey, and you have to do what you have to do, take action to solve the problems, to soothe your heart, and then get ready. What do you need to take that next step forward? What do you need to be this Knight of Cups? What do you need to go from this situation here, where you're sad and sort of, stopped, to this situation where you're ready? You have soothed yourself. You are taking care of your soul and your heart, and you're ready to take that next step forward, regardless of how many more cups may get spilled along the way. Wow. I feel like a lot of energy. I really am. Blast through. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Let's see what these 3 have to say. Positivity. Pertinence. Interesting. And reflexivity. Let's move these like right there. That looks nice. So I've got here positivity, pertinence, and reflexivity. So positivity, the card here says optimistic attitude. Can you see it? Okay, yeah, optimistic attitude or outlook on life. Choice to look on the bright side. Yes! Look! So this guy here, he's looking at the spilled cups. I'm not saying to ignore those spilled cups, but there comes a point where you have to choose this. And the little phrase on the card says, better to light a candle than curse the darkness. If you need to curse the darkness, do it for a minute, but that's not you gotta choose. You gotta choose to turn around, be this guy. Imagine that you're looking at whatever in your life has been spilled, has been disappointed. Look at your disappointments right out in front of you and say, you know what? This has been, an obstacle. I honor myself better than this, so I'm gonna turn myself around, pick up these 2 cups that I still have, and make my way over that bridge and to the castle. I'm going to get to my goal. I'm going to keep going. And it might be slow, and I might have to, take things step by step and really take care of myself and, be careful along the way. But I'm ready to go. I know I can do this, and I've got a lot of help. So positivity is saying, stop looking at the spilled cups. At some point, you got to stop looking at those spilled cups and just, bless them and keep moving. Pertinence. So here is a beautiful card with now these cards are really lovely. They have I don't know if you can see that in the bottom corner, astrological symbols, and they also have these mandalas that indicate the 4 elements. And so right up here is earth, and right down here is the air mandala. And it's interesting how they sort of connect to one another, if you were to lay them out like that, then the mandalas would sort of connect. Oh, and these make an air mandala. Earth. Okay, so pertinence. Timeliness or suitability, connection with present, fit to current moment. Timeliness or suitability, connection with present, fit to current moment. So from this I'm getting that Michael's message here is that everything that you need is right in front of you. Everything that you need is right in front of you. Basically, if you just connect to the present moment, all the important things are right there. The angels haven't forgotten your soul's journey, your soul's purpose. Your heart hasn't forgotten the desires that it longs to achieve and to fulfill. All of that is still there. All of that is still available. But right now, you need to look at the pertinent things right around you. That there might be a lesson that you need to learn. There might be, someone in need right near you. There might be different, you can't. Pertinence, I think, is telling us to look at what is pertinent to our current situation and trust that the angels and the universe and God and your higher self have your highest, good. They've written it down. They're not going to forget about it. Your goals are still their goals. Your highest good is still their precious commodity. You don't have to worry about that. You can just look at what is present here in the current moment. You can just say, what do I need to do to be in my highest self right here, right now? What is pertinent to this moment now? And Michael is saying that you're so afraid of getting stuck. But it's this cycle that sometimes that just, collapses in on itself. That you get into this place, I know I do, where there might be some stoppage of moving forward, and then you feel bad, and then you feel like you've got to process these emotions, which you should, But part of the process is to move forward gently with yourself, to prove to yourself, like when the little kid falls down on the playground, mommy comes over and kisses the boo-boo and wipes off the dirt and then stands the kid up to prove you're okay. You're standing up again. Everything is fine. Can't you see that you're standing up and you're good? Is there anything else you need? Then go and play. It's like the standing up moment is, I think, what this message is all about. That we get so caught up in our pain that there's this glory in standing up again. There's this beautiful relief in standing up again. And moving forward, and we don't get stuck on our pain, and we don't get stuck. I mean, sure, we have a lot of things to heal. Michael knows that better than any other archangel. His whole purpose is to fight the darkness. If any archangel is aware of the darkness, it's Michael. He's totally aware of that. He knows the darkness you are fighting inside your heart. No angel knows it better. He knows about this. He knows it better than you do, but he also knows that he and God and the angels are always providing you with all the answers you need in every now moment. So don't start looking for grand answers and being like, getting all panicky that you're not getting to the goal. You have to be in your present moment. What is it you need to see? What is it you need to learn? Process it. Move forward with what is in front of you. Reflexivity. This card says, let's see, can you see it? Directing or turning back inward, introspection, self-referencing. I think that the cycle here is showing itself, that Michael is wanting us to really make sure that when we're down in the dumps and we're having these dark moments, that positivity is what we hang on to. It's like, okay, yes, I'm going to get through this. I'm feeling really bad right now, but I'm going to get through this. I'm reminded of the video I made just recently, the It's Okay message. That's totally pertinent right now, that when you're in the dumps, when you're in a, 5 of Cups moment, positivity is so important. Not to erase the pain, but just to remind yourself that it's going to be okay. I'm going to get through this. I'm going to process these emotions, and I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to move forward again. I'm going to get back on my horse, and I'm going to keep going. So we need positivity. We need to look at what is pertinent in the situation. What do I need to see about what just happened? And how can I move forward in this present moment with what I have now? And then reflexivity is telling us, remember those past moments and heal ourselves from the past. That as we move forward, we are looking at and healing and making right all that we have been through. It's sort of like what I'm getting is that Archangel Michael is like, the end of the story is not written, and it's a bigger story than you can write by yourself. And you just have to trust that when you get to the next chapter, the previous pains, the previous chapters are going to make a lot more sense to you, and you're going to be so grateful for them. It's time to do that right now. Where in your past did you spill your cups? You have a 5 of Cups moment of disappointment, and you thought you weren't going to be able to move forward, and then you did. You processed those feelings. You did move forward, and now that moving forward really helped you. Where in your past does that make sense? Reflect on that. So I'm getting that Archangel Michael has really been emphasizing to me this whole time the idea of a story, that your story is important. Your story makes sense. It really does. Whatever part of your story you think was a mistake, or a part that you think was, I shouldn't have done that, it will make sense. It does make sense. It can make sense. That's how the light works, that it always lights up the dark places. It never chooses and says, oh, I can't, if you bring a blinding flashlight or down into a cave, it's not like the light's going to go, oh, this cave is too dark. I can't light this cave. No, yes, it can. The light always eradicates the darkness every single time. And so when you are standing in your light at the end of your story or in the next chapter of your story, you can look back on previous chapters and they'll all make sense. And you can incorporate them into your beinghood in a positive way. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, let's look at the rest of the cards and see what we've got. All right, help me fit these. Follow through. All right, should I lay them all out? I think I should. Follow through. Who's next? Let's do this one. Ancestors. Whoa. Yeah. I think I need to pull all these cards to see what they say, see what the message is. Devotion. Okay, let's put this one here in the center. Pioneer. Ooh, I love it. And radiance. Okay, what are these telling me? Michael, what is your story with these? So the first thing I got that Michael is saying is that you've been here before, probably. This isn't your first rodeo. Most likely you've had previous lives on the planet, or maybe not even, if not on this planet, then other realms. You've lived, you've experienced things. And what I'm getting from these two cards, Follow Through and Ancestors, is that you're not doing this alone. And the story you're telling is not just your story, it's a bigger story. It's a story of the grandest, most beautiful, abundant, radiant, kind of glorious story that could possibly be told. You're telling this story. You're telling this story, and the trees and the breeze and the flowers and all the earth and all the planets and all the stars are telling it with you, and all the people and all the animals and all the angels and all the fairies and all of them are telling this story with you. We're all telling this story together. And would anyone really want you to just stop your story or to get frustrated because of a single moment, or even many moments, or a single day, or a year, or even several years of pain and frustration and disappointment? No, your life is greater than that. Your life is bigger than that. Your life is so much more important than that. The idea that you can move forward is so important. So follow through, I think, is all about moving forward. It's all about not stopping your actions to wait and see what the world is going to reflect back to you. Don't worry about what the world is reflecting back to you. It's not going to reflect, it's most likely not going to reflect exactly what you want it to. Follow through anyway. Go for it. And the Ancestor card, I'm getting here that we're standing on the work of many. That you are standing on the work of many. That generations of people, generations of beings, all kinds of beautiful, positive life force energies here at your disposal. That you're here telling a grand story. It's worth it. It's worth it. Oh, so I've got Pioneer, Devotion, and Radiance. All right, Michael, what do you got here? This one seems pretty obvious. Yeah, and I think it really connects with these three. The idea of pioneering, the idea that you're telling a story, you're part of something great, you're a part of something brand new that really hasn't been, we can't point to any examples where the human race has, decided to really do a major up-leveling of itself. I think what we're doing is kind of awesome. And where we are is kind of amazing, Don't you wish sometimes that you could be a pioneer like the actual pioneers, maybe just for a day or, just to experience it? What was it like to explore new lands and new places? What was it like to do something that maybe no human has ever done before and explore different places? That's what we're doing. That's where you are. Is we're doing this right now. We're overcoming this beautiful obstacle of darkness that has sort of encroached upon us, that has infiltrated itself upon our entire society, and we're overcoming that bit by bit. We're overcoming that. We can blast through. The pioneer. That's again the phrase that Michael gave me in the beginning is blast through your problems, blast through. Just keep going, keep moving, do what you have to do for you, but know that every step you take is probably going to be a step of the pioneer. The pioneer is taking these steps. This isn't a trail that has already been blazed already. You are a trailblazer. We are all trailblazers. We're all doing this together. We are all in the same boat. No matter what. No matter if a person has a lot of money and power, or if they have no money and power, everybody is a pioneer right now. Everybody is moving forward in this way. So the pioneer card says light attribute, passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Shadow attribute, compulsive need to keep moving on. So balance is what I'm getting here. That we do have to blast through. That's what Michael was telling me. But the reason, like I said, these two cups are here is to show you that you do need to process your emotions. You do need to pay attention to what, like the pertinence card is telling us, to what is around us, to the present moment. What is important for us to see here now? Before I move on from this obstacle, what is the lesson I can learn? What is pertinent to this moment here before I move on? Knowing that you can move on, I think changes this guy altogether. So we could see him in two different ways. Let's pretend this guy is the pioneer. We could see him as totally stopped, totally stuck, totally not moving forward, just feeling sorry for himself, down in the dumps, having his little pity party, and it's, no end in sight to this pity party he's having. He's just really, wallowing in these dark emotions, these sad emotions. Or you could see him as taking stock, looking at what is pertinent, You could see him as looking at the cups and thinking to himself, what is the lesson here? What can I learn before I move forward? I'm going to get on my horse again and keep moving forward. But what do I need to know before I do that? What do I need to see? What is important for me to reflect on right here before I move forward? We could see him in a much more positive light. Okay, so I've sort of made a mess here of the cards, but that's okay. So that's, so I think that's what the pioneer is really telling us, is that we do have to move forward, but we got to move forward with grace and courage. The whole heart is moving us forward. Our hearts are moving us forward. And so we need to make sure that we're taking our heart with us, but we can't expect the journey to be easy. And I'm guessing that these two cards have a lot to do with one another. And I'm feeling this beautiful angelic energy with these two. That the devotion card is telling me that, and it's Camellia here. And usually, let's see. I'm going to grab the book for this one because this is the one deck that I find. It's this deck that is the one that I use the book for. But Camellia is telling me, I think, that there is something special waiting to blossom, waiting to bring itself into our lives, waiting to be discovered. And there's and what I'm getting is that there's these beautiful treats for us along our journey, that God is ready to give us beautiful reminders of who we are. If we are devoted to our path, if we're devoted to moving forward in this healthy and beautiful way. And the Radiance card is the one that I'll read some of the book for. I don't want to get in the way of the cards. And that is Sunflower. Becoming expansive in your energy, letting your gifts and soul shine. Healing the inner masculine or father wound. So I'm there's more to this, but I want to comment on that I think that in today's society, a lot of times people think that masculine energy and feminine energy are these like two separate things, that they really have nothing to do with one another. No, they're two sides of the same coin. They really need each other to define each other. They need each other because divine masculine needs the feminine to inspire it, and the feminine needs the masculine to be the logical, the building, the foundation. And so they work together inside each person, inside every one of us. So the idea that the masculine can thrive when the feminine is not thriving, is feeling toxic or being hurt in some way, is sort of, I think, not quite the right view of things. The masculine cannot thrive without the feminine. They need them both. They need each other. And so all these years on the planet where we have perceived a weakened feminine, and the masculine is all this, very big and important and running the world, that's really not how it's been. The masculine has been toxic because there was this imbalance between them. And only balance can bring about that healthy place. And so I'm getting from this card and from these two together that we are building a new world that we can be proud of. And you're part of this wonderful journey. And you're definitely a part of this beautiful journey. Everything you do matters. And what you have to achieve, like, for example, what is it that is that castle that this guy is going to? What is in the castle for you? What is it that your heart desires to achieve? What is it? There could be a number of things. It could be a certain type of job. It could be a certain lifestyle. It could be helping people. It could be healing people. It could be, a spouse and family. It could be just experiences that you want to document, all of your travels and your experiences in the world. Like, what is it that you want to achieve there? Using your soul's gifts and doing it in a healthy, balanced way, moving forward beyond, getting yourself unstuck, is going to create this for you, this beautiful radiance. I think Sunflower is telling us to stand tall. It's okay. Everything you've been through, it's okay. It's going to be okay. It will all make sense in the end. It's going to be all right. Have some devotion to your path, regardless of how it's looked so far, regardless of how much failure you've been through, how much pain, how much trauma, how much abuse, how much whatever. Like, if you're like, I'm good, then maybe this reading isn't for you. But if you've been through some stuff and you're like, wow, this has been really hard, my life has been hard. Maybe it was hard as a child, or or a young adult, or maybe it's hard for you now. Whenever this difficulty has occurred, and difficulties will come again, it's worth your devotion. You're inspired. Michael wants you to keep moving forward and wants you to know that the angels are with you and to move forward in a balanced way. But know that every step forward is a pioneering step. Nobody's done what you've done. This is fantastic. This is amazing. After you are gone from this earth, you will totally look back and go, wow, that was so much more important. That was so much more special than I was aware of at the time. And so I think this is the message, is to move forward with love and grace, and know that Archangel Michael and all of the angels are with us here. They're with us. I'm getting another message from this devotion card, and that is that the angels are devoted to you. And believe it or not, God is devoted to you. Your higher self is devoted to God, and God is equally as devoted. You are one. There is a strong devotion between you and your highest essence. And so that makes your life so important. And everything that you go through is so important. So let's get some just final messages from these cards here. So I'm just going to listen for a minute to the divine inspiration. Yeah, so I'm getting the sense that worthy, that the moment that you encounter trouble, know that this trouble, whatever it is, whatever the difficulty is worthy. It's worthy. The trouble you might experience is worthy. It's worth it. It's worth it to feel whatever the feelings are. It's worth it to heal yourself, give yourself what you need, and then it's worth it to pick yourself up and move on from it, to learn your lesson and move on. So for this new moon, I'm getting that the message, the intention that you set for this new moon, keep in mind, just imagine Michael right next to you with his sword of truth, ready to help you fight your battles, ready to help you blaze a trail forward, ready to help you increase your devotion to yourself and your journey and your path, ready to help you stand on your own 2 feet and to be absolutely bravely, recklessly authentic. That is what Michael wants for you. That is what the angels want for you, and that is what I want for you. So that is the message. So my prayer for you is that you have courage and faith, and that you never underestimate the immense, infinite power of your own heart to help you move forward. So happy new moon, everyone. This is it. I will see you next time. Bye.